Plato's allegory of the cave is a concept devised by the philosopher to ruminate on the nature of belief versus knowledge. The allegory states that there exist prisoners chained together in a cave. The prisoners watch these shadows, believing them to be real. The people keeping these men prisoner are hiding the truth of the outside world. Plato reveals that humans are easily fooled into believing what they see and feel is the absolute truth, just like most people here in the Philippines believe about superstitions, a believer way of behaving that is based on fear of the unknown and faith in magic or luck. Those who use the term imply that they have certain knowledge or superior evidence for their own scientific, philosophical, or religious convictions. But that say, why do you believe what you have not proven? Why believe that others say who also can show proof? So let's keep in mind what Plato said: better to be unborn than untaught, for ignorance is the root of all misfortune, because the cure for ignorance is awareness.
Based on the video, Nestor is studying psychology and start blogging for his allowance. And his video documented every opportunities that can prove evidence in the video. But he is the one who did all of that superstition. And in the topic this week, we've learned more from the discussion that all of superstition, pamahiin, is not true, but there are people still believe in superstition. Superstition is from our relatives, parents, ancestors that there is no endurance. Me from childhood, I believe in superstitions that if you have take a bath, wash your body, from the hard day or sweaty day, you will have a cold pasma. But now I learned that there is no way that can be true, and it is a false information. Looking forward to listen to my prof, and because he can prove all answers and I convince in his lessons every meeting. This is a great approach to hone your ability to think for yourself and come up with your own unique answers to any challenge.
In our past naman, there is a wala naman mawawala kung maniniwala ka. This not means that even the smallest things will not believe it. Does not involve it to start a doubting on what they were learning. In the video, one guy was not believing in Amahin, which is very common in the province. Opposite is enrolled in this study. He tried not to follow the Amahin in the article to prove that this is not true. If he does it, then long lives of his friends were lost. Maybe we think of it as an ordinance or due to the pamahiin that follow by them, explaining that there is nothing wrong if you start believing on what others people believe, or if you will give your life a chance to believe on it.
Being superstitious is a habit we inherited from our ancestors. Though nowadays, in the computer age, it is believed to be an old habit and has two bases to believe or get affected by it. But there are still some people are still believing and observing this kind of beliefs. Filipinos of all ages are aware of the superstitious belief that our ancestors have set us. And those beliefs are passed from generation to generation that makes it somehow different from the original rule of pamahiin. We, the Filipinos, are known for adding colors and spices to make something our own as well as to make something suitable to the lifestyle of this generation. And the pamahiin from our lolos and lola are still alive up to these days, and you might still do and believe some of it. You might have heard some of the Pinoy pamahiin, like if a bride fits her wedding dress before the days of the ceremony, she might die. And if a black cat appears in front of you, something bad will happen. Or if your sibling plan to marry this year, you cannot be married at the same year because it will become sukob and misfortune will come to the family. And people might still engage themselves to these superstitious beliefs. Filipinos are surrounded with different superstitious beliefs, and we cannot deny the fact that this is really a part of our day-to-day life. But in the end, it is up to us whether to believe or not to believe on these superstitions. As what some will say, nothing bad will happen if you try to believe it. As long as you know that it will not harm you and will not cause something bad to you, involving yourself with beliefs can be a matter of luck or not, no luck at all.
Nelson is a psychology student who seeks for the truth behind the pamahiin because for him those are just myths. This story proved that people are being close-minded and only believe on what they see without investigating because they believe that wala namang mawawala kung maniniwala ka. In the last part of the story, Christine is in danger but still she thinks that she didn't follow pamahiin without knowing that the real culprit was Nelson who made all the killings. Because of her ignorance, she became one of Nelson's victims for his own good. Nelson can get the amount of attention that he wanted by doing the right thing to prove that pamahiin are just all myth. So he decided to live that lies by not following the pamahiin and doing also the consequences of pamahiin so he can cut the attention of the viewers. This video is an example of allegory of the cave. People choose to believe on things that they can see without educating themselves and lead them to danger. They are prisoners of their own beliefs and also afraid to learn the truth behind it. Much easier to believe in lies rather than believe in enlightened by the truth. Comprehensive to allegory of the cave. Nonsense is like the people behind the fire, while Pamahiin served as the fire. Christine is just like the people inside the cave. She tends to believe things that not even part of reality. Pamahiin are just man-made opinion without proof.